Hey folks, welcome to the Colors of Magic. Hope you're all doing well. It's a pleasure to be back with you. Today I'm going to take a look at Forge, which is an open source software package for playing MTG. Make no mistake, I love Arena, but Forge does have some advantages. The biggest advantage is that you have access to all the cards, unlike Arena. This means that you can create an exact copy of your paper deck and play it against a variety of decks that you might face at tournaments, whether it be an FNM or whether it's GP. It also becomes possible to recreate an opponent's deck and play your deck against it. How does your deck play against Jeskai Control or Mono Green Stompy? You can find out and make adjustments to improve your outcomes. That is pretty reasonable, and the software, which has been around for some years, is maintained, continued, and corrected. There is some open source software that just shrivels and dies and isn't maintained, but Forge isn't one of these. The other thing is that not all of us can afford play sets of Carnage Tyrants or Black Lotus. With Forge, you can play with them, even if you never will on paper. You can create and play that command or modern deck that you've always dreamed of. So let's move on for me to show you Forge itself. Okay, so we've spoken a bit about what Forge can do for you. So now I just want to take you around Forge a little bit. You install it from slightlymagic.net, and I'll leave the description down below. And the first thing you need to do, in my opinion anyway, after you install it and you're running for the first time, is come down here to Content Downloaders. And you've got these choices: download LQ pictures or set pictures. That will just be a default for each card, and that's all the pictures. Otherwise, there's some sort of janky picture which appears on every card, which really isn't nice. There are other things you can download as well, but for me those are the critical things. I want to take you on to deck construction now. So you go up to deck editor and click on new deck, which is the second icon from the left in the top of the middle panel. Don't save that. The first thing I'm going to do is show you import. So you click on import, and what happened, some formats aren't suitable. I'm downloading, or I copied the deck down from deckstats.net, and their text format is absolutely fine. So you simply paste it in here, and there you'll see the cards, and just click on import deck. Okay, the sideboard cards there didn't work. Well, that's something you can look into. But there you are, that's how quick it is to import a deck. And we'll call this Rakdos import and save it. Create a new deck named Rakdos import, yes. But now the basics of creating your own deck. So let's create another new deck, and we're just going to make it a really simple deck: mono red aggro, goblin, chain whirler. You type up here, as you see, highlight, add forward card, because you're going to want forward card in there. We're going to take Velduk and 4 Velduks, even though it's a legendary. We're going to add in Champion of the Flames, or of the Flame rather. Champion of the Flame there, and add in 4 of those. We can decide what other creatures we want later. Goblin Banneret might be a nice idea. So okay, so let's put in Goblin Banneret. Okay, it does help if you spell correctly. No typos. There we are. Right, let's add in 4 bannerets. There, so those are the creatures we would have. I'm just going to call this Forge Demo, this deck. My fingers are not listening to me today. On the right here, you can see details of the card you've highlighted or clicked on. And during a game, simply the last card you highlighted. There's also information up there. Right, so how do we want to pump this? Let me show you something here. Okay, I'm just going to delete that. If you right click on one of these, you'll see the message there. Right click to show only red cards. And then we've got lands, artifacts, creatures, enchantments, planeswalkers, and instants. But enchantments is what we're looking for. So we right click on enchantments. And now we want aura. There. And that gives us what we have. Frenzied Rage. There's a nice one. So we'll add in 4 Frenzied Rage. Now let's just untoggle those. So everything is back in there now. But I know a couple of things we want. So Cobbled Wings. We'll take 4 of those. Actually, we're going to make this a green-blue deck. Do you know that? Curator's Ward. Add 4 of that. So you'll see I've got 16 creatures. I've got 28 cards so far. And I have 12 spells, which includes those artifacts. Short Sword is a nice cheap one to bring in. Short Sword. We'll add 4 of those. We're on 32 cards. Because it's a dual color deck, I am going to keep it at 24. And for the last one, let's make it Arcane Flight. So I'll put them in the air as well. Add those. So up there, 36 creatures. And then there are these 20 spells. Now we're just going to add basic lands. So up here on the right hand side in the middle panel, click on basic lands. Actually, let me cancel that. Up here you can see statistics. And that will tell you have 28 red mana, 8 blue mana, average mana cost, total mana cost. So 28 plus 8 is 36. So 7 and 2. So I'm going to make it about 16 and 8. We could add multicolored lands if we wanted to, but I'm just trying to keep this one simple. So, okay, there we are. You can test your draw order. It's not a brilliant feature, because you can't try mulliganing and bring in additional cards, but it is some help. Now you want to add to the sideboard. So you come in here and you sideboard. And what should we sideboard in? Any ideas? Any ideas? Let's try for a Venushino Pyromancer. There we are. Venushino Pyromancer. We'll add 4 of those. Sea Red. We'll add 4 Sea Red. I'll bring in 2 Black Blade Reforged here. Black Blade Reforged. I'm just going to add 2 because that's a legendary. So I have 6 now. Marauder's Axe, do you think? I would say so. Marauder's Axe will add in 4. So that's a total of 14. One more, and just let's have some fun. Put something completely janky in this situation. Though the buffed up charging Monstrosaur, there we are, sorry, with trample could be pretty freaking mean. So I'm just going to add that in. So there we have our sideboard. And there we have our main. 60, 16, 15, 15. Now I did say I was going to call it Forge Demo. I don't know why I kept that. I didn't keep it. Okay. Yes. So there we are. It's really easy to import. And it's really easy to just create decks. Now onto the most important thing, of course. How does it play? Right, I'm Gerald up there, and it gives these people the AR random names. And they on the whole is pretty good. So custom user decks. We'll play the Forge demo. And then let's come down here. I want to show you something else. If you scroll down, you'll see net decks. And you can go and select one of these. And those I assume are from Reed Duke's level 1 course. So let's click on that. Click OK. And just start that download. It's pretty quick. As a general rule. 25 decks extracted. So these are the decks that you could use from that group. So it expands the number of decks you have. But there are a lot of decks already. So let us use random standard archetype decks. Now what we can do here, particularly if you're recreating one of your own paper decks, is you can see how it plays out against different decks you might be facing at your FNM or your Grand Prix or your Showdown or at the kitchen table. Doesn't really matter too much. But let's see how this would do against a Golgari Undergrowth. So I've selected Golgari Undergrowth. I am playing the Forge demo. And let's click on Start. I have won the coin toss, and I select down here, I will play. No lands. So that's a definite mulligan. That here, I am quite willing to keep. I'm going to put that on top. And it's my priority. It tells you here whose turn, whose priority, and the phase, and the stack. And I'm going to put my banneret on the field. Now I can tap that manually, or I can choose auto, as I'll show you next time. Okay. Over to my opponent. He plays out of the swamp, and the turn comes back to me. Mountain, I'm going to play out the Champion of the Flame. And there's the auto, it can automatically set mana costs for you. Click OK. Select creatures I want to attack. There's something they call Alpha Strike, which I will show you later. And if you look up here, it tells you that you've got 3 cards in your hand. There's still 53 in the library. There's nothing in the graveyard yet. And there's sorted other things there. And I've dealt 1 damage to Run on Field. Assassin's Trophy. Oh no. Look at cards in. Okay. Select a card from my library. Let's get an island. Might be useful later. Okay, so she's throwing an Assassin's Trophy. My turn. Let's bring in that. Let's bring in the short sword. I'll just auto pay. Okay. Click on the short sword. So All the messages you need are here. Select target creature you control. There we are. Pay the mana cost. Auto. Want to resolve. And select. My turn. Her turn. Its turn. Stitches supplier. You're not sure what it does. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Okay. Yep. Let's do that. Declare blockers. You'll see it's blue there. Okay. The blue indicates summoning sickness, by the way, but she chose not to block. So she's going to attack now. I'm going to play through this game because there is something I want to show you at the end of it. Oh Lord! The perils of being mana screwed. Or mana flooded rather. I'm just going to click on end turn. Okay. I am not going to block. Okay. I'm down to 16. Lord! This is awful. This is awful. Okay, end turn. I can tell you this much, it looks like I'm certainly not going to win this game. I don't want to block with the banneret. I'm down to 9. My turn. Okay, let's play another land. Auto. Resolve it. Click on it. Let's add it to the banneret. One to resolve. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap the banneret. Push it to 4-2. I'm going to click on it again. Push it up to a 6-2. Let's click on it once more. Yes, I know it's going to be blocked. But remember, this is a demonstration. Okay. So Planeswalker you wish to attack. I'm going to attack Rhiannon. Okay. Rhiannon takes it. I don't know that I wouldn't have blocked, but still. Okay. And Lich. There we are, there's the Molder Hulk. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Right. Let's see if we can force this to defend. I'm just going to carry on pumping. I can go to a 10. Okay. There. Now, Molder Hulk has to block or face death. And you'll see there the shield indicator, it is blocking. There we are. So that will be the end of game this turn. I die. Now, remember we set up a sideboard. So here, simply next game, and you're offered the chance to sideboard. So you take out one of those, you bring in your 2 Blackblade Reforged, and click OK when you're done, and your next game starts, and I choose to play. I'm not going to play through another game, but you get the idea of this. So there we are. I'm just going to head out of this. I concede, yes, absolutely. It also gives an indication how it does against that archetype, which is very useful, to say, for practice. I'm glad it beat me in a way, because it does demonstrate that the AI isn't completely janky. One other last thing I want to show you is, I'm not going to go all the way through it, I'm just going to start it, is you can play booster drafts. There are a whole bunch of formats. If you look here, Vanguard, Mimir, Basic, Commander, Arch Enemy. But there's also boost here. You can click on New Booster Draft Game, the full card pool, or you can choose a block or set. So just let's choose Core 2019. No, let's not. Let's go Guilds of Ravnica. There we are. Okay, and here you are. You'll see you have a choice of cards. You decide I'm going to take that. Just click on it and hit space. It carries on taking you through these things. Dimir Guildgate would be nice here. What is Leapfrog? And so you can see at the bottom there. As flying is long and doesn't really be Severed Strands is nice. So I'll add in Severed Strand. Vicious Rumors has to come in. Dimir Guildgate, want another one. That's useful, even though it's in Golgari colours, because it's a multi-choice. And I am starting these creatures. So Oaken Assassin, love the card, but it doesn't fit in here. So I'll add in the Vidalcan Mesmerist. What have I got here? I'll put in Dimir Locket. Maximize Altitude. Veiled Shade. Wishcoin Crap. And you carry on doing this, and eventually you'll get a pick from your draft, and you can play a normal game of draft. So this is just a basic introduction to give you an idea of Forge and its value. So, demonstration done. Let's shift on to some conclusions. So, there you have Forge. I love it. It can be used either for fun or for practice, and I think it's a great package. I love it. I encourage you to try it. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe. It all helps and is really deeply appreciated. If you feel so inclined, throw it back my way on Patreon so I can improve on these videos. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers.